Welcome to Gravity Control. In this video, I will show you different strategies for finding the data you need. If you have a clear idea of what you're looking for, you can start by typing keywords in the search bar. In this case, I'm trying to find some documents on a company intranet. I type a company name and the term invoice, both in Bulgarian. When I hit enter, the search results appear on the left-hand side of the screen. I can see that I have several hits, and the grouping points appeared in the workspace. The first group of results are files from a network hard drive. I decide to load those ones. The second group are files that have been sent to me as attachments. I decide to load those ones too. The results I loaded meet both my criteria, but the system has found files that meet either one or the other. If I now want to, I could load those files, but I am not going to do that at this time. The data I found was loaded in a resultant grouping point, and I can now go and have a look at it. I hover with my cursor to reveal the Object Control panel that contains details about my objects. I can see where they come from. I can see their name, all their attributes, which contain search words that I have previously used or currently using, the fields with full text search results, other details, and some operation buttons. Clicking on any number in the workspace will reveal a list of all the objects in it. Here I open the list of objects in the grouping point from where I can again view their individual details. If I wish to have a better look at something, I can always click on the spyglass icon and open the detailed panel. Here, along with the large preview, I have some additional operation buttons, including a check mark. I can also use the arrows above to navigate between the objects within the list. Up to now, I have been searching by keywords, more or less knowing what I am looking for. Now I want to start searching by similarity. I want to find more files like the one I'm looking at. I have a look through the list of attributes and I find the name of a bank. I click that attribute and drag it to the workspace. This creates two new grouping points, one primary and one resultant. I can now see that out of 10 invoices, 7 went through the bank I chose and 3 went through another bank. To see if there are more documents concerning the bank, I go to the grouping point and click the dynamic grouping button, which activates a search. I got results from 2 different feeds and I decide to load all. When the Gravity system becomes very complicated, I can always go to the control panel and have an overview of it. Here I can see all the grouping points, and by clicking on any of the numbers, I can see the objects inside them. In this case, however, I'm dealing with invoices, and invoices contain some interesting numeric information. When I click on this button, the application will perform mathematical operations with the amount of the invoices in each grouping point. I now have an overview of the sum, the average amount, the minimum and the maximum amount of invoices in each grouping point. The individual operation button will hide or show the values as I need them. After I have had a thorough look at the data that I have on the screen, I decide that there is one grouping point that interests me. I will now take this point with the 3 objects in it and place it in the hyperspace. In the hyperspace, I can perform operations on groups of objects. Available operations vary depending on the type of data I'm working with, but in this particular case, I want to send these invoices in an email. For this, I need to find the address that I'm sending to. I found my data searching by keywords and similarity. I will find the address searching by category. I open the predefined classification panel, drag the contact category to the screen, and load my address book. Here the number of my contacts is pretty small, but that is not usually the case. To find something in a larger address book, I would prefer to click on this number here and reveal the list of names. Then I can review the names one by one and only check the ones that interest me. Here I will check only one contact and send the email to myself as it is. I click the button that sends all selected objects from the workspace to the hyperspace. And now I am all set. I can go back to the hyperspace, find the command that I need, and send the email. A dialog appears to tell me what I'm sending and who I'm sending it to, and ask me for confirmation. I will now wait to see if the message has been sent and go to my inbox. So here I have the email. It has just arrived, as you can see, and I will open it to review the contents. The table in the content of the email contains information about my objects. These are the links to the original files, the attributes, and also the amount of the invoices and the total sum of them. I can now download the files from the link or from the attachment in the email. This was a simple example of how you can use Gravity Control to search by keywords, by similarity, or by predefined categories. It also demonstrated some of the data analysis tools and group operation capabilities of the application. For more information, check our site at gravitycontrol.net or contact us.